Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Englo Listening Podcast. I am Ahil, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Zara. Our mission here is to help you listen, learn, and speak English confidently. Today, we are diving into a topic that is very relevant in our modern world, the digital dilemma. We are talking about social media and its significant impact on our mental health.
Thanks, Ahil. It is such an important conversation. While social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter allow us to stay connected with friends and family across the globe, they also present unique challenges to our emotional well-being. For intermediate learners, the word dilemma refers to a situation where a difficult choice has to be made between two or more alternatives, especially equally undesirable ones. In this case, we love the connection, but struggle with the consequences.
That is a great definition, Zara. Let's start with our first deep dive, the comparison trap. Have you ever noticed how everyone on social media seems to be living their best life? They are always on vacation, eating amazing food, or celebrating big successes. This creates what psychologists call a highlight reel. We see the best moments of others and compare them to our own everyday lives, which include chores, work stress, and bad hair days.
Exactly. When we constantly look at these filtered images, it is easy to fall into a cycle of inadequacy. Inadequacy is the feeling that you are not good enough or that your life is lacking something compared to others. It can lead to low self-esteem and even depression. It is vital to remember that social media is often a curated version of reality. People rarely post about their failures, their arguments, or their boring moments. To improve your English and your mental health, try to use the word curated, which means carefully chosen and organized for a specific purpose.
Our second chapter focuses on why these apps are so hard to put down. This is known as the dopamine loop. Social media companies design their platforms to be addictive. Every time you receive a like, a comment, or a share, your brain releases dopamine. This is a chemical that makes you feel good and encourages you to repeat a behavior. It is the same chemical released when we eat something delicious or win a game.
And the danger here is the infinite scroll. Features like the endless newsfeed ensure that you never actually reach the end of the content. This keeps you scrolling for much longer than you intended. Many people experience FOMO, which is an acronym for the fear of missing out. We feel that if we are not constantly checking our notifications, we might miss an important update or an inside joke. This constant state of alertness can cause high levels of anxiety and interfere with our ability to focus on real-world tasks or get a good night of sleep.
Now that we have identified the problems, let's talk about solutions in Chapter 3. How do we find balance? One popular method is a digital detox. This doesn't mean you have to delete all your accounts forever. Instead, it involves being intentional about your technology use. For example, you can set specific hours of the day when you are phone-free, such as during meals or the hour before you go to bed.
I agree. Another great strategy is to audit your following list. Ask yourself, does this account make me feel inspired or does it make me feel bad about myself? If it is the latter, do not be afraid to unfollow or mute them. You can also use built-in tools like screen time limits to remind you when you have spent too long on a specific app. The goal is to move from passive scrolling to active, meaningful connection. When you use social media to actually talk to someone rather than just watching them, the impact on your mental health is usually much more positive.
To wrap things up, the digital dilemma is all about finding that middle ground. Social media is a powerful tool for connection and learning, but it requires boundaries to protect our mental health. We have discussed the comparison trap, the addictive nature of dopamine loops, and the importance of a digital detox. By being more mindful of our habits, we can enjoy the benefits of the digital world without losing our peace of mind.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Englo Listening Podcast. We hope these insights help you navigate the digital world and improve your English vocabulary at the same time. Remember to subscribe and leave us a review. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep speaking confidently. Goodbye.